We're giving away a professor's research, and all you have to do to enter is like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be picking a winner on the weekend. And now back to the video. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel here. So today we're gonna go over all the best new decks that you could be playing in this metagame. One thing I do want to bring up before is I'm gonna show what the metagame is looking like right now for the early one. Sure, we'll see a few older decks, but that's to be given because again, everybody is going to be experiencing, you know, like the new cards at the same time, and some people want to bring the older cards, you know. So, you know, in that scenario, it's kind of healthy for the game because we could see how the brand new cards interact with the, you know, older ones. So let's take a quick peek at the metagame. So here, within the last 7 days, well, let's actually filter this to the last 3 days because this is going to be a little bit more accurate since the set just came out. So in general, you know, we do have a lot of Heliolisk and Mega Manectric. We got Vespa Queen with Shuckle. We do have, you know, Gouging Fire just popping off. Rayquaza, like, it's pretty good. A lot of those statistics here, you could see the most heavily played decks. The ones that have been performing well are, out of the new decks, is definitely Manectric and Heliolisk, and then we have you know, Dragonair and Mega Rayquaza. So we could definitely go over what's going on in the metagame, and we could definitely take a quick peek here on the cards, the most popular cards that are being played in the metagame right now. It's definitely Rainbow Cave, Sabrina, Pokemon Thunder Lady, Hiking Trail, Lucky Ice Pop, and Field Blower for sure. And then you can see here by the biggest movements for the trends of the decks that are popping off as well too. Here are the recent, you know, winners of like the last couple of tournaments that have been you know, thrown. So, you know, there's definitely a lot of movement here, and I do want to cover all the best decks for you right now. So the first deck I want to go over is Mega Sharpedo EX and Gyarados. So Sharpedo is just giving so much energy to the bench, and you just attacks for 70 for 1, you know, energy. It's so good. Wallace just speeds up this game, this deck so fast, so it's just kind of unfair at some points. Chen Pao being able to end the game with 130 anywhere across the board is pretty good. And, you know, Gyarados with the wild swing, you could just get rid of Mega Sharpedo here, and overall that's huge because, like, you know, you're sitting only at 190 HP. You're gonna be taking some hits here and there, so as soon as you're done weakening your opponent's Mega, EX, whatever they have on the field, you could just definitely trash it away and then come in with Chen Pao and finish the game. So there's many opportunities to do so there. Here's the QR code if you guys want to take a pic of that. And let's move on to the Hoopa and Greninja. So this is a dark ninja deck. People do play it with Darkrai EX as well. This one did pretty well. It went 10-1-1. And, you know, I'm showcasing it because Hoopa EX just, you know, doing damage in the back row with Greninja, paired with Greninja, is pretty strong here because, you know, having access to knock things out and then just, you know, Cyrus anything you want later on is strong. Greninja and Deceptive Needle and Hoopa just adds up real quick and can knock out, you know, multiple Pokemon. Not to mention Hoopa could, you know, end games with the 100 damage attack that it has. And if all goes south, you do have access to Mega Sableye to pop off as well. And, you know, you have your copycats, Pokeballs, Professor's Research, Rare Candies, X Speed, and of course Cyrus. Cyrus is definitely insane. Here is the code for this deck. Definitely recommend you guys try this out if you like the Dark Ninja setups. Now here we have a Mega Manectric Heliolisk. So I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the most copy paste type of decks. So they're all these lists are gonna look the same because they're not gonna have many rooms for drastic changes. You definitely want to run your backpack max out, Clements, Heliolisk line, and the Manectric. Here we're seeing the 1-in-1. I personally think the one that does 30 damage is still the best one. Just having 2 of the promo, if anything, that's gonna be your wiggle room, which Electrike you want. Elegant Cape is strong in this deck. Just making Mega Manectric to 200 is pretty good, and just like swinging for 140 after you knock things out is insane. Cyrus plays well into this too, because like you could Cyrus out Mega Pokemon, EX Pokemon, the Vespa Queens. There's like so many lines of play that could just pop off out of nowhere with this, and yeah, your opponent just has to get through to Heliolisk if they want to see the Mega Manectric. And here is the code for this one. Next up, we have Mega Ray and Dragonair EX. Oh, I'm sorry. Mega Rayquaza and Dragonair Drampa. Like, this deck literally went 15-0 in the tournament. Like, not this specific list, but, well, not this specific person, but the list itself went 15-0. Like, the concept is like super strong. Just like Mega Rayquaza and Drampa, like you don't even have to play double Rayquaza in this list, but overall it's just like really strong, and having the 70 damage output before dumping Mega Ray on the field is strong. Having Copycat, Rainbow Cave, seeing a big change in the meta with this whole energy shift, dual energy or tri energy. It's really good for the dragon type decks, and we do have Dragonair. This is another card that goes hand in hand with Rainbow Cave to make Rayquaza and Drampa attack every single turn. So overall, one of the best 2 combos. I think Drampa might be a little bit better than the Gouging Fire, just for the simple fact that you only need 2 energy to pop off and attack for 70, and you don't have to wait that 1 extra turn to set everything up. So it's kind of tough to be in that scenario. But yeah, they're starting to play, Air Balloon, Pokemon Center Lady, Field Blower. Sabrina's pretty good because you can end games like that as well, or force them to bring out a Dragonair, which could hurt in a mirror match. So here's the code if you want to take a screenshot of that. Vespa Queen and Shuckle overall is a dominating deck. Like, this just won Pocket Mad's event. Like, this deck is super strong. Vespa Queen and Shuckle. Shuckle just coming back into the meta. Well, like, it was never in the meta, but like just being popular and strong and viable. This is so good. Like, I'm happy that this thing has a chance at life. Overall, super strong. Sure, it's a shield, but use Vespa Queen to just like get rid of it, and then afterwards start swinging for 140. You have X speed, so you could get the Shuckle out of the way, and then just put the Queen out. It's kind of like a Queen, and then this is like the Knight or the shield and everything. It's pretty cool. You got the Ogre Pawn, and you could play this with multiple different packages. You could play the Kartana and Formosa package, or you could just play straight up Shuckle. There are different variants of this deck, but overall still a very strong pick for the metagame right now. Here's the code if you guys want to download this and play it. And last but not least, we're going to talk about Gouging Fire and Mega Rayquaza. Again, this is personally my favorite pick of the dragon, archetype that's going around. Overall, it just feels so satisfying to pop off with this Gouging Fire and Mega Rayquaza. It's absolutely strong. Gouging Fire taking -30 is insane, and attacking for 100 every turn is huge. May with the consistency, Air Balloon, so you can move your Dratini's everywhere, or the Mega Ray. Rainbow Cave is still like insane. It's just overall a strong pick for the metagame, and you know, my personal favorite. So I would recommend this one 100%. Here's the code if you guys want to download this, and we're gonna wrap it up with that. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.